Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dustin here, the pro picker, and Mrs. I always confuse those two. Pro picker has joined me for this thrift store run. So yeah, I'm back at the Goodwill again. Honestly, this is like the third picking video in a row here, so I will be mixing it up in the future. Do not worry, but I promise you, you will be entertained because we find some pretty cool stuff. Right off the bat here, I see this jacket. It had that USA Olympic team tag on it, so I thought it was pretty cool. But really, from the outside, you couldn't really tell it was anything, so really not the kind of merch I think I'll be able to move. Especially, I think they were asking a fair amount for it. I see this bear bow here, and people are probably going to kill me for not getting it or whatever. But if you really think about it, it's $25. The bow's probably worth $70 shipped. There's really just not much room. It's going to be an awkward ship. It's going to be a bunch of work. I mean, if this was like 10 or something, I might have popped on it. I don't blame him for trying to get the money out of it or anything. It is kind of a unique item, I guess, to see at the thrift. But it's just not for me. I check out these pool cues. They're pretty cool. I really like this one and kind of like the old style plasticky feeling in the colors that they have at the bottom there. I guess at the handle of the cue. So I'm just kind of checking them out and taking a look at them here. Spoiler, I don't buy all of them. And the reason is that some of them just don't seem to be much of anything. So this one's really cool. I'm partial to it. Some of the other ones, the condition's kind of rough. And I think it might be an understatement. Again, they are priced accordingly at $2.99. Apparently, somebody had mentioned that they were a little expensive to one of the employees, and I'm like, $3. They're marked pretty well, in my opinion. I do check out a couple of the marks here. The one that Jessica has in her hand there is a Torino, and those actually go for some decent money. I'll pop a comp on the screen right there. They did accept a best offer on that. Mine, I think, is older and has kind of the cool like inlay where they put like the plastic covered logo to make it look like it's part of the pool cue. Hopefully I zoom in on that in the footage. I don't remember if I do or not. However, I think they're really cool. I think mine are better than the ones that sold. And that best offer accepted did have shipping added to the price, so it wasn't free shipping or anything like that. So again, I pick up two of the Torinos. I think these shirts that Jessica grabs here are really cool. Unfortunately, they're just not worth enough to justify purchasing. I think that's trying to be like Adventure Time, but an NES game. The other one, I forget what the reference is there, but yeah, NES game cartridges, look-alike shirts. Again, really cool, but not something that we're going to be able to pick up for their price there. I think it's only like $2.50, honestly. But, I mean, things have to be worth a certain amount to be able to eBay them. It's just reality, and those weren't. So kind of moving on here, I'm just really kind of cutting into the good stuff here. Of course, we looked around the whole store. That's for a used comp I put on the screen. The one I'm purchasing here is new with tag from QVC, which is really exciting. For $15, I think it's a no-brainer to go ahead and pick this up. I'm going to try and ask something like maybe $70, $75 shipped, which is just only a little bit more than that comp for it being brand new. And then I see on the rack here, this is where I think things really start to pick up and get interesting for me. All of these band t-shirts, Journey right there, 2017. So there's a whole mix of shirts here between vintage, current, and stuff that you would just see at Hot Topic. So it's not like, hey, just buy them all, because like those Hot Topic ones, I mean, if they're like $15 in the mall, they're, not going to resell for much. It's just reality. And we do start pulling a lot of these, comping away. we don't want to end up stuck with a bunch of shirts we can't sell. That was pretty cool. Doctor Who. I need to get into Doctor Who. I actually sold a massive Doctor Who book lot this year that I got in a military crate. I'll have to throw a picture of that up on Instagram at some point. It's actually a pretty interesting story. Wish I had that on footage for a video, but I don't. But yeah, kind of sorting through here and checking them out. There's a lot of Pink Floyd stuff, but it's not old, unfortunately. There's also a lot of faux retro kind of like throwback shirts, but they're not really old. So just kind of having to be careful if that is. These are all marked $4.99. A couple things in here are marked like $7.99, $6.99 in that ballpark. So that can add up pretty quickly. The Journey shirt here is really cool. I think it's an 80s shirt, and I think it's a medium. And I think it's from the 1980 World Tour, if I remember correctly. So that's single stitch too. It's, I think, a Hanes tag. Pretty cool. I'm not 100% sure on what I'm going to ask for all of these. I'm going to throw some comps on everything at the end here when it comes to the shirts that I have comps for. But, I mean, they're not exact comps on a lot of the shirts, and condition and sizes and stuff. So we're going to price around those comps, but not exactly what I'm showing you on the screen. I just noticed that Thrasher tank top deal. I don't know if our, whatchamacallit, jeez, I can't even think of the word right now, so feel free to say it in the comments. I'll remember right after I stop this voiceover. However, yeah, I don't know if I comped that. I think that might have been a miss right there, guys. I don't know what those go for these days. I'm going to look it up right after this. If it's a lot, I'm going to run right back over there, even though I've already been there again today. The Garth Brooks there is something that we don't end up keeping. There's a couple Taylor Swifts. One ends up being worthwhile, which is that one. Another that right there, not so much. And really, what kind of got us to not be able to purchase it was the $5 price tag, the $4.99. At a couple bucks, a lot of things would have been different on what I'd be willing to buy, but still at $4.99, these aren't a bad deal. That Great White Band shirt is awesome, vintage single stitch. So is this Melissa Etheridge. So grabbing that as well. Again, Beyonce, that's a good one too. So we end up picking that up. Just really kind of stoked to find all of these all at once. Apparently, I talked to her. They throw them out once a month. They save them all back. So just ask her kind of thing is what I was told. And, she'd show them to me when they get them stocked up. So that's pretty cool. I actually did not know that. So I learned something new that's going to be useful for me. More Journey. Again, got to be really kind of selective. Going through the comps here, you'll sort of see like these aren't exact, as I mentioned. However, they definitely give me some guidance on what to be able to. The reason that Korn Tennessee River comp is, that's a Tennessee River tag on it. Just kind of getting an idea of what I can charge. That's Sinister, no real exact comp. Some being sold. The Korn t-shirt here, I don't know where the footage went of me grabbing it, but that is probably the buy of the day. I think I'll get more than that 100 plus shipping for it. And then that Journey shirt, I think I'll get more than that comp. Maybe their condition on the Taylor Swift is a little better, so I'll probably get a little bit less. But all in the same ballpark. I think I'm only going to get about 30 on the Untouchable shirt. It's old Korn, but it's not super old Korn. It's like their 4th or 5th album or something like that. And with that, this thrift store run is in the books. Definitely productive. I thank everybody for coming on watching. Please like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.